Well, I'm at the food bank and I'm continuing to talk to Neal about the situation here. So back to the food, you mentioned the sort of shop rights and that sort of thing. Has it been quite an interesting way that now that these big supermarkets, instead of, I think some, maybe the UK firms, in their policy it was just to put it in the bin when it got near sell-by date.
Yes.
Now they contact you, or they supply you. Is that what happens now?
We have volunteers who'll go out each night to the various supermarkets and pick up food from the supermarkets. So this is end of shelf life food. Yeah. So the use by date is, if we were looking at bread, for example, bread will be baked in the stores. It'll have a use by date for the end of the day. Yeah. But that bread's still fine the following morning. So our clients have a choice. You know, it's come in last night. We've got this. Do you want it? If they don't want it, fine. If they do, which most of them do, they take it away.
And the really old bread goes to the ducks or something, doesn't it?
We have a number of farmers who pick it up for their chickens. Yeah. Chickens and
just so it's preventing putting in the bin, isn't it? That's
yes. So it doesn't. Yes, and often, particularly at Christmas times, we'll have a lot of carrots in, more than we can handle. And once we've made sure all our clients are fed, we've offered it to other charities, etc. Then if there's still carrots, that goes up to the Home for Old Horses. Although it didn't happen this year. This year, just everything went out to people.
For people watching this, and maybe they are in crisis and they haven't heard of you or haven't contacted you, what's the best way of making that link?
Best way is to ring the office on 646 999, which is possibly an indication that perhaps somebody sees us as an emergency service. But that's the first step. A lot of our clients are referred from various government departments. A lot are referred through education, teachers, dinner ladies. It can be concerned neighbours. It could be the religious, priests and vicars. We'll take referrals from anybody, including other charities. And people will still ring and self-refer. It's really important to ring to have the appointment, because otherwise you're coming in to a fairly full day and you may have to wait a period of time before you can be seen. Okay,
so people hit that point when they can't do it, but you must see some successes that people have come off in and they've made things work again, and it's just there as that temporary stopgap.
It's that temporary stopgap. What's worrying for me is since September I've been seeing more and more people coming in with more chronic long-term problems in relation to their income and expenditure. And I'm not sure how we take that forward with the item, because somebody needs to be there to fill the gap, and I don't think that's necessarily the role of the food bank to get into long-term food support. We're very keen not to become a toxic charity and therefore not have people develop a dependency of coming here.
And that's what I was kind of getting at, because sometimes maybe some people don't then feel the need to go and get things sorted out. When you're here, you're the sort of place that they can keep relying, but you keep an eye on that.
That's the importance of having that action plan with clients, where we say, this is what we're going to do for you over the next 4 to 6 weeks, and this is what else you need to do. And we might signpost them to other organisations, such as Debt Management up at St John's, that's in the Department of Fair Trade, or we might refer them on to social services or wherever. And in the same way, Social Security at Markwell House, if they're working with new clients or existing clients where there's a problem and they identify that that person's not going to have money for a period of time, they encourage them to ring us directly, and we'll offer them the use of a phone so they can contact us immediately and begin to resolve that problem.
Okay, well, let's finish how we started. If you've got loo rolls, what about the wipes and all that as well? All the usual things.
All the usual things.
So UHT milk and the wipes, but mainly loo rolls.
Yes. In terms of food, our biggest movers are rice pudding and custard, and it seems strange, but they're both comfort foods. But the advantage is, if you don't have access to a working cooker, or if your fuel's not being supplied at the time, you can eat both cold.
And you're okay with pasta, I believe. You're okay.
We have a mountain of pasta, thanks to the generosity of the public. We're never short of pasta, and what we've done for the last 2 years is work with primary schools to organise pasta swaps for us, and that's great. And again, it's the public coming in. They'll come down with tins of meat, soap powder, washing up liquid, whatever, nappies, and swap. And they're very generous, because what we get swapped for the pasta is a lot more than the value of the pasta, which is great. But it also keeps a balance on the supply.